Welcome to Manifest Mindset by Affirm, Form, Attract. Your place to come to when you need tips and advice when manifesting. We are an affirmation channel and you can find all our affirmation videos on YouTube. Hello, and welcome to episode 7. This episode is going to be on resistance. I'm going to be talking about resistance, what it is, and what we can do to come out of it. Now, I'm going to admit, this is my second take making this. I've got my first take, and I still got it. I felt like I was rambling on. You know, when you just got so much to say, and then sometimes am I just repeating myself? And I try not to do that. But anyway, let's just press on. Resistance, what is it? Resistance is something that you got tension, and it stops you from manifesting. That's what resistance is. Sometimes you're wondering, where is my thing that I'm trying to manifest? Why is it taking so long? I've done all the right things. I'm saying affirmations. I script. I'm trying to be in alignment with myself. And then it could just be something that you're doing wrong. One of these things that could be doing wrong is you are saying you want this, and you might say it. So, for example, you want some money, you want £1,000. You got some things you want to do, and you want £1,000, and you don't want to work for it. Okay, you just want £1,000. I'm going to manifest. I've got £1,000 right here, right now, landed in my bank account without any harm to anybody or myself. I have £1,000. Thank you so much. I'm so happy and grateful for my £1,000. But the thing is, a week later it hasn't come. 2 weeks later it hasn't come. 3 weeks later it hasn't come. So you don't start thinking, okay, I don't really want to work, but for me to get that £1,000, you know what, I'm going to do some work. And it's going to be work that I don't want to do. And you're looking for work, not many work's coming up, and you're still trying to manifest for that £1,000, and it's not coming, and you're looking for work, and you're going to keep bouncing back and forth for a long time. And there you have created resistance because you said you want it, you don't want to work, you want it now, and it hasn't arrived. It's making its way to you, but it hasn't arrived when you expected it to or you wanted it to. So therefore, you have taken yourself and you're going to try and make that £1,000 happen. Now, to some people might say, well, if you want £1,000, yeah, just get an extra job temporarily, get that £1,000 and you're done. It's true, but if that's not what you manifested, then you're going to create resistance and not get it. Whereas if you say, I want to manifest £1,000, I don't mind if I get a new second job. I don't know if I get some casual work. I don't mind if it comes all at once or in bits of drips and droves, and I save it. As long as the next few months I can manifest £1,000. You've given yourself quite an open space, and I find that the more general you are, and it's just kind of like open, opportunities can come. I'm not saying that if it's a little bit more stringent, a little bit more focused, that it can't. But again, I'm going to say this, depending how strong a manifester you are and how patient you can be with manifesting will determine how you can manifest. So I'm going to say that again. Depending how strong you are and how good at manifesting will determine how you manifest. Because if you just want £1,000 from, just want £1,000, you don't want to work. Well, our stipulation, I don't want to work. I want £1,000. I don't want no harm to come to myself or anybody else while I get it. If you feel as though you're trying to wrap your head on how you're going to get it, you're going to create resistance. Oh no, that's going to come. Is it going to come in this? I've gone on YouTube. I've seen other people have manifested money and these checks drop into the bank or whatever. But I don't remember signing up to any insurances. I don't have any this. I don't have any that. The moment you start questioning it, you are going to create resistance. And that £1,000 could have been on your way to you. And then it says, oh, okay, we're going to stop by the alignment bus stop. And until she comes back or you come back to that alignment bus stop, we're not going to move. If you find yourself in that situation, my advice to you is just reaffirm in a different way. If you feel as though me just manifesting £1,000 without going to work is just too much of a stretch, I want to manifest £1,000. I don't care whether I win it in the lottery, whether I get extra work or whatever. No harm to anybody or myself. I just want £1,000 over the next few weeks or months or whatever. Then you leave yourself quite open. And then what you might notice, a second job might come along. And it's for a few weeks and it might give you half the amount of money because it's 1 day a week or something, whatever it is. and then you'll feel much better about yourself, and your manifestations will come quicker because you have no resistance to it, because it's something that you can believe. If you can't believe in it, just dial it back. Yeah, so that's my advice. Another way that you can have resistance when manifesting is similar to what I just said, is you just create, when you're creating scenarios out your head. For example, I want to win the lottery. I've got to pay my bills. I want to pay this mortgage off. I want this to happen. I want to decorate, blah, blah, blah. And you want to win a lottery, the big jackpot lottery, not little £5 and £10 or £1,000. You want to win, even if it's just £1 million, you want to win it. But while you're manifesting the lottery, life is happening and financial life is happening. And something that I have done is, whether I win the lottery or not, I want to win it, and it's great to win it. But it's not something that my life is going to stop. Like, if I win the lottery, I'm not going to stop making these videos. I'm not going to stop being creative. I'm not going to stop doing things that I want to do. But one of the things I've done is, okay, I want to win a lottery and I want to help my father out. I want to pay for this. I want to do this. I want to do that. And sometimes if I find myself in a financial crunch, I start thinking, okay, do you know what? If I get like 2 jobs, and if I can work a second job, and if I can do this, if I can cut this out, and if I can cut that out, I can save some money here. And then my mind literally would just go like that for hours. And so what I've done, I've now created a resistance. They will come, you know what, I'm going to win the lottery. Yes, I'm so happy and grateful. I've won the lottery. Listen to my affirmations, listen to subliminals, whatever. And then again, some little thing will happen in life and you go and you start creating scenarios. And by doing that, I am taking away the power of my manifestations to come to me, because I'm now, so hold up, I'm going to be in charge. I'm going to make decisions, and I'm going to choose how the money's going to come to me. Big mistake, because I've just created resistance, and guess what? That lottery is not going to come to me. Or it's there, it's waiting, but it's waiting for me to check myself and get back into alignment. Another resistance is when you are forcing yourself to believe. You're affirming, you're scripting, and it's almost like you're faking it. And the faking it is not going to work, because your energy isn't right. You can say, and, you can have that, yeah, I know, I believe it. You have those tiny moments of belief, but they don't last very long. It's like you've pushed the belief and you slip into a pocket of total, absolute belief in what you're saying and doing, and then within 2-3 seconds you kind of come out of it, and then you're just mouthing everything. Oh, I affirm that I meet my partner. I affirm that I've got money in my bank. I'm affirming this, and then what happens is later on you end up doing some of the other resistances that I talk about, creating scenarios in your head that you don't really want to do, forcing a situation instead of allowing it to happen. With resistance, to help combat that, you have to work on yourself. You have to take a step back. I would say I wouldn't say stop manifesting, because we manifest all the time, with or without our permission. We are manifesting, but need to step back and say, do you know what? I need to work on myself. I am so amazing. I am happy and grateful that I can manifest anything I want whenever I want. I love manifesting. I find it so much fun. It's so enjoyable. I really enjoy it. I love it that, you know what? Sometime this week, I'm going to manifest a free cup of coffee. I'm going to manifest a free hamburger. I'm going to manifest 10 pounds or just something. And just take a step back. And sometimes as well, if you're really in a place where even doing something like that, you cannot find yourself, just meditate for peace and calm. Sometimes you have to quiet your mind. It's our mind that's always thinking, I've got this bill to pay, I've got this wedding coming up, I've got this to do, and I've got to buy that, and I don't have money, and that food is going up, electricity and gas is gone up, my money isn't really going up, and this isn't happening. So you've got all these voices that's in your head. So maybe what you do is you stop manifesting the things you want and start calming those voices. Everything is fine. Life is absolutely working out for me. I love how life is working out for me. Money is coming. Whatever I'm going through, I'm going to get through, and I'm going to get through through the other side 10 times better than when I went through, because life works out. Life knows what's best for me. Life is always looking for the best moments for me, the best success for me, the best path for me. And you start meditating on those words and you say it to yourself, and you say it until you believe it. Because if you don't, you're just going to be trying to manifest, and manifesting can be exhausting when you do not get what you want. To help you can always do an exercise. You can write down, maybe just take one thing at a time, one thing that you want to manifest. And in the other column, you're going to write down why haven't you got that thing yet. You want a new job, but you're scared of losing the old one, or you're scared of doing whatever, or whatever the other thing is. And then you do a third column, and then you just write down what is stopping you, what's your fears, and just kind of like a solution to your problem. And then in the fourth column, just write down an affirmation. I release all fears and anxiety from getting a new job and a pay rise. I release all fears and anxiety, and so I can ask my boss for a pay rise, whatever it is. Sometimes we have to do some exercises for us to get through to the next stage. Some people are perfect and they can manifest and they don't need to do, and that's great. But everybody is an individual, and everybody needs a little helping hand tailored to them and their needs at the time of where they are in their life, especially when they want to manifest. You don't need to do this exercise that I suggested to you, or you can find something that would be suited for yourself. Like, say for example, I want to win the jackpot lottery. Okay, fine. Do I have the money to play it, even if it's once a week? Yes, I do. Okay, so money isn't an issue. Okay, so why is it that you want to win the lottery? Oh, because, I got a bit of debt. I want to clear it up. I want to pay for this mortgage. I want to buy a new house. Okay, fine. What makes you think, how does it make you feel if you don't win the lottery? I feel as though that I'm a failure at life. I feel as though I'm going to lose my home because everything is going up and my wages isn't going up. I feel as though I'm not going to be able to live the life that I want to live. So, I've got this fear. And once you establish to yourself what's stopping you from manifesting, getting what you want, then you have to fix it. So, say for example, my example that I gave is the fear of not getting to do these things. It's just like, okay, I need to affirm that I release anxiety and fear. I need to affirm that regardless whether I win the lottery, I choose to live a happy and prosperous life and a fulfilled life, and I'm going to do it the best way that I can. I know that life is always working out for me, and I don't need the lottery to accomplish these things. And I'm happy and grateful that new ways and new opportunities will always find its way to me to go and achieve the things that I want to achieve. It's so good to write down everything on a piece of paper. Write down what you want. Write down what you think is stopping you. Write down your feelings on it, your emotions on it, and things that you feel that you need to do, because we have everything inside us. We've got all the answers, and sometimes we just got to trust ourselves. And we've got to trust the process. And it doesn't seem easy to do, because the fear of falling down and you feel like a failure, especially if you've got kids, especially you've got little ones, or even kids that are a little bit older and they're relying on you, and you feel the pressure. But, I will suggest that sometimes you have to do the inner work, find out what's fearing you, find out what's ailing you, find out, why you feel as though maybe you can't win the lottery, for example. Maybe you feel as though you don't deserve it. Maybe you feel you've always told yourself that you have to work hard to achieve it and be proud of the work. Whereas winning the lottery, it kind of takes that away. When you've come from the bottom and you've worked and you've cried and there's blood and there's sweat, and then you make it over the other side, you feel as though, I mean, I certainly have had this feeling that I feel as though I've earned it. Whereas when I'm winning the lottery, it doesn't feel like I've earned it. And so there's a kind of a little barrier, like a tug and pull. One of me is like, no, I'm done working and stuff like that. I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Now I just want to win the money and do what I need to do. And then there's the other little pull that I believe is not strong, but must be strong enough if I'm not accomplishing what I want to accomplish. So I would definitely urge people to take some time out, find out what is, I mean, you think that might be stopping you from manifesting. You might want to do the work before. You don't need to manifest and go, right, look at the watch, it's not coming yet, so let me do some inner work. You know yourself. You know whether or not you've got inner work to do. You know what needs to be done. Don't be afraid, and don't be afraid to take time and do it, because the last thing you want is, I don't have time to do inner work. I need it now. But then if you don't do the inner work and your manifestation's not going to come to you, guess what? You might have done the inner work in that time frame anyway. Anyway, folks, I hope this has helped you. I really enjoy doing this podcast. I'm going to keep this take because my last one was pretty good, but I just felt like I was mumbling a lot. So please, if you like it, subscribe to me, follow my YouTube channel, Affirm, Form, Attract. In there, you can just click on one of my earlier videos and you will see a link to my Bandcamp where you can purchase some of my MP3s. I still got more to do because I got tons of affirmations and stuff to upload. And also I got my Ko-fi shop where I got free download posters and like a universal check and stuff like that. My website is coming soon. I can't tell you when but I'm working on it, so watch out for that. So anyway, I'm so happy you decided to tune in and listen to me. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to, like I said before, give me a follow. Thank you.